everyone, this is HwaitingRadio, and this is episode 27. This is kind of like a special episode because we probably won't be talking about K-pop, well maybe a little bit, but we're going to be talking about the events that's called Highlight. BTS was there and TGM Events hold the events, and we're going to talk about how bad it was. So I'm going to bring in my guests. So guest number 1, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm guest number 1. My name is Courtney.
Hello.
My Twitter is Namjoons without the A, if you want to follow.
Yes, and everything will be in the description box below, so go ahead and follow them. Guest number 2.
Hi, I'm guest number 2. My name's Emily, and my Twitter is InspireM756, and I'm an admin for V-Man Cook International.
Ooh, awesome. And guest number 3.
Hi, my name is Kisa. I don't really want to give out my social media.
Yeah, don't follow her. Okay, so we're going to talk about TGM. And who should we talk about first? San Fran or Houston?
I guess San Fran since it was first.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with that one. I was there, so
3 of the 4 of us were there.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know what to talk about first. Like,
How about when you got there?
Yeah, start from the beginning.
okay, when I got there, I saw a huge line. I'm like, oh, okay, what is this for? No one really told us what it was or told me. When I got like to the front door, I'm like, and I peeked through and I saw BTS. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is actually the autograph. So
Oh, the autograph session.
the autograph session was the first thing, and I was so nervous. Were you guys nervous?
Oh my god.
For Houston, the
Ask
autograph
Kisa.
session was last.
Oh, it was last?
For the Houston, yeah.
Oh, it was
really?
last?
Yeah, they switched it last minute for the... So it was... At first, it was the autograph session was supposed to go first, but then they switched it to the photo op instead.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting.
I actually think I would like that better because I would look better.
Oh, I sweated, like, a lot of my makeup, like, came off. I mean, I looked okay still, but I was like, it was so hot inside the venue. Wow.
At least you were in the venue. I was standing outside for 3 hours in the cold.
That's true.
Yeah.
Houston's
was
really
bad.
hot. I live here, actually.
Guest number 1. How long were you staying outside? Or actually, did you have VIP?
Yeah, I had VIP. I'm from Los Angeles. I came from Los Angeles. So I got to San Francisco around 1, and we got there around, what did we get there, like 1:32?
Yeah.
And we were in line inside the, like, because, they told us to go to that Holiday Inn a couple
Yeah, the
blocks
hotel.
away.
Yeah.
We were in that line waiting to get our wristbands for, like, at least 2 hours.
And mind you, they had just told us about the hotel, like, at midnight that day.
Oh yeah, true.
So it was moving so slow. They said at 4 o'clock they were going to close that. Was it at 4 or 5?
4.
At 4 they were going to close down that and move from the hotel to the venue. But there were still so many people. So they were like, okay, anyone who has VIP, just come now. And oh my god, it was just a mess.
Oh, wow, it was that bad? Because I went there like 10:30, 11, and I was in and out in 10 minutes.
What? Wow.
I wish I had gotten there early. Like,
Me too.
and then when we finally get up there, I swear they had given, because they did the seating chart thing for San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
I swear they gave away the seat that they had originally given me, because when I got there, she had this piece of paper that had a bunch of different seats that were scattered, and she just kind of picked one and wrote it on my wristband.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unprofessional.
Yeah.
Basically.
Gosh, and that just reminds me of the seating chart when we got in the venue. Gosh. Did you know what happened, Emily? Guess number 2?
Oh, yeah. But didn't they just, like, scrap the whole idea and went to just general admission? Like, you could just sit wherever you
Yeah.
wanted?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, they had to let the VIP people find their seats and be stuck there first.
I don't know about you guys, but when I was in the front row, and they told people they can sit wherever they want. This girl who paid like $50 was right next to me. So
Yeah.
I'm like, hi, how are you?
Messed up. Okay, so like starting from the beginning, which was because I was with Courtney, so we were in a group.
Yeah.
And we went to the Holiday Inn and everything. And like it's different, I guess, for her and like all my other friends because their last names were, first off, they had us like stand in line, and then they said if your last name is between A and like what N. Yeah, N, then come forward and stand over here in this line. And so I got my wristband. I got in and out that quick, you know. And my other friend Caitlin, because her last name is Anderson, so we got our wristbands very quickly. But my other friends I was with were standing in line for like 2 hours and waiting to get their wristband. And another one of my friends, Vanessa, I was standing with her. She got her wristband and everything, but she was VIP and she had like a seat in the balcony. And we were like, why, you know? And so the girls who gave us our wristbands were like, oh, if you want to try to get a different seat, go stand in the middle line. There were like 3 lines, but it was a huge mess. So me and Vanessa are standing in this middle line for like a good 2 or 3 hours. And we finally get to the front of the line. And I think it was Tanya. So Tanya, I guess, is obviously overwhelmed with everything. And she's the one who said she would be leaving in 30 minutes or something. And we're like, really? Like, you're the only person helping us out. So we're in the front of the line finally, and my friend goes, so, you know, I have VIP and I got a seat in the balcony. Do you think we can switch it? And Tanya goes, oh my gosh, can we just not? And I'm just sitting here like, what? She's like, can we just not right now? Like, I really need to get everybody's wristbands and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, excuse me, miss, like, my friend has VIP and she has a balcony seat. Like, that's not fair at all. Like, I thought VIP was supposed to get, like, early entry first off into the concert. So we should have seats closer to the front, like everyone, you know? And she was like, oh, fine, okay. Then can I just give you, she's like, do you care where you sit? Can I just give you any seat on the floor? And Vanessa was like, I mean, yeah, sure, I guess that's fine. And that was that. But it's like, first off, you just gave her any seat on the floor. So there were already open seats, floor seats. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, why would she, as VIP, have originally gotten a seat in the balcony? And I believe it's because they were, like, changing, because so many people were asking to change seats because, you know, apparently the list got messed up for our assigned seats, that they just started giving away random seats, which is like what Courtney was saying, like, you know? Mm-hmm. So that was a huge thing.
I just love hearing all these backstories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, seating was horrible in San Fran.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, Emily,
Yep.
how was seating over there in Houston?
Oh, Houston was all standing.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. And they had a balcony, but they didn't use it at all for some reason. I don't know why.
All of you were like squished together.
Yes, basically. I heard so many terrible stories for other people. Like, well, I was somewhere in the middle of it, like right in the middle of the
How
venue.
could you see?
I mean, I'm not completely short. I'm on okay height, I guess. Except, so this really one tall person was in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was okay. I could see around it. The stage view was actually decent.
Okay, that's good.
But I had to be on my toes the whole entire time.
Yeah, that's lame.
I know. I remember seeing the fan sites. They're really nice, and I remember seeing them like going around trying to take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and actually, I sat with them. Well, I can mention this later, but
What was next? Okay, San Francisco had to wait in line. VIP had to wait for their high touch and photo.
Yeah.
While the other people who just paid for high touch got to go first, correct?
Yeah.
And the people who didn't pay for high touch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
The people with the $50 shirts.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to get anything at all except the concert.
They weren't.
How do they do that?
They're basically just paying to see the concert, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I heard no one checked their wristbands. It's just like if you have one, just go.
I heard they just said if you're VIP, get out, go line up outside. And then they were like, everyone else who's left, we're going to do high touch. And they didn't even, it's like they forgot that they sold $50 tickets that didn't include high touch.
Didn't they have black wristbands?
I have no idea.
No,
because the ones in Houston did.
I think we only had 2 colors.
They did.
Oh really?
Yeah.
When did the thing happen with you? That was when we were standing up. Okay. Okay.
When we were supposed to be able to line up.
Okay. I have another like short story of something bad that happened.
Yes.
So what was it after the autograph session?
It was after the autograph session.
So after the autograph session, as you know, that was first, right? So like me and my group of friends, so there was like one person in our group who did not have VIP, but she had bought the autograph pass separately and everything. And then there's another girl in my group who I'm with right now, actually. She didn't have the autograph pass, so she was, waiting for us to get out, because how it was supposed to go was that we do the autograph session and then we leave the venue and then come back at the time of the concert. Yeah. So like but you guys know, like they started lining us up after the autograph session. So that was weird. So like we're all lined up and everything, but I'm like, wait, my friend who does not have the autograph pass is like outside by herself. Like what, So another friend had been texting her, and because we were supposed to go meet her, we didn't know we'd be standing in line for the concert. So, so my friend who doesn't have the autograph pass is by herself, and she's outside somewhere, and her phone died. So we were like, oh man, we should go find her, because my friend had previously been texting her, and she said, like, my phone died, or is dying. So, a few of us got out of the concert line to go look for her, because she's by herself. So we're looking, and we had told her to meet us before her phone died. We told her to meet us in front of the venue,
Mm-hmm.
and we're looking for her and she's not there, and we're like, what happened? So we go back to the back area. Do you know what I'm talking about, like the court area where you can leave and like walk through, where they were lining people up?
Yeah.
We went back over there. We didn't go in, but we had asked if we can go back in because we had already gotten our autograph thing. And they were like, oh yeah, I think you can do that, but you have to go through the front. And we're like, okay. So we walked through to the front area, and we're like, oh, can we go back in to go stand in line? Like, we're looking for our friend, but we don't know where she is. This is awkward. So can we go back and stand in line? And they were like, I don't know if you can do that. Go ask this man over there. And I was like, what man? He doesn't have a security outfit on, nothing, And he's the security guard's like, oh, the man wearing black and he has the glasses on. And I was like, okay, whoever that is. So we walk over, and I'm like, oh, excuse me, can we go back inside the venue? We already have our poster signed. We were standing in line. We were looking for somebody. And he was like, no, you can't go back inside. And I was like, but somebody just told us that we could. He was like, no, once you're out, you stay out. And I'm like, what? Okay. And he's like, go stand in line over there. And there's like this other line for me. And I'm like, okay. So we're waiting. And eventually our friend who was like missing, like found us. And she was like, bro, where were you guys? And we're like, we were looking for you. We don't know where you went, And she was, can she speak? She's right here.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, okay. So originally I went to line up when we were supposed to, and everything. What was that, like 5 or 5:30?
Yeah.
For non-VIP and everything. And he was telling us we couldn't, and there was a lot of people there. But he told us all to leave and everything, and there was a couple people who still stayed around the area, and they were threatening to cut wristbands if we stayed.
Oh my god.
Pretty much.
Rip them off.
Yeah. No, he was telling them that if we stayed to just go over and rip off our wristbands.
Yeah.
Yep. Good stuff.
I'm like, seriously? So this is how they're treating people who paid like a lot of money.
Oh my god.
I just thought that was crazy.
Yeah, because there was already a huge line there when they told everybody to go. That
Right.
we weren't allowed to line up.
Right.
So did you end up staying or did you leave?
I had to leave because they were like, well, everybody had to leave.
Yeah. And that's why she wasn't where we had told her to meet us when we were looking for her, you know?
Ah.
I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. What? You know?
It was the same guy who told you that you couldn't go back in.
Yeah, that was the same guy who was being super rude to me and like a few of my friends who were looking for her. And it doesn't make sense because, you know, he told us to line back up in this random line on the side where this line is filled with people who had obviously gone through the autograph thing and were lined up in the back, but had left because they were told they can come back through. But so this is like a whole new line. And I just don't understand because like previously, like maybe 10 minutes before, they had just told like my friend who was just speaking that they couldn't stand there, which is why, like, what? So we were standing there. Why was there another line? It just didn't make any sense. I'm like, what? You know?
I think we need to talk about how bad the security was because
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I got yelled at and
I got pushed.
in front of everyone. It was like, you know how they're in San Francisco, they were lining up for the autograph. I went to the front door because I didn't know what to do. So I'm like, excuse me, what is this line for? And he's like, excuse me, I was gonna say that, like really loudly in my face. I'm like, oh no, he didn't.
gosh.
Oh no, he didn't. But I had to keep my cool and not beat him up and listen. But yeah, they're super rude. Emily,
Yes.
how was security over there?
Well, the staff for the venue was really nice. The people were really nice and
That's good.
they did their best. The TGM staff, I think they were okay. But I mean, I heard when I was in the autograph session line, they like really were rushing people when they were making them skip like Jin and V because they were at the end of the table. And I didn't get to say anything to them. I just looked at them and waved goodbye. I have a video of it.
Oh, you do?
I managed to like put my phone in my jacket pocket and it was recording down the line. You can find it on my Twitter too.
Oh, girl, you have skills.
They didn't say anything. I was lucky. My jacket was like the perfect height.
Yeah, they rushed us through the autograph session and the high touch. Like I could barely like the only thing that came out of my mouth was hi.
I barely remember the high touch. It was so quick. I was like, what?
I don't remember anything about
All
the
I
high
remember
touch.
is Yoongi.
The only thing.
Yeah, like speed walk. Wow. Okay, so Caitlin, my friend who's here, she just said that during the high touch, because they all, oh man, I'm just thinking of all this other stuff that happened. Okay, so she said basically they were making them like run through the high touch. And remember, they got the high touch before VIPs, or yeah.
Yeah.
And I just thought of something else with the seating. This is like during the concert thingy part. So, you know, we're standing in line. The VIPs are standing in line for the concert. And I'm texting my friend who didn't have VIP, you know? And she was like, I was like, oh, what's going on in there? She was asking me if we were inside because it was like a good hour that we were waiting outside for the concert. And my friend who doesn't have VIP, I was like, so what's happening? Are you inside? And she's like, yeah, I'm inside. They're assigning our seats, so it's taking forever. You know, and she was in the balcony seats. And they're like seating people, like literally they still had the assigned seats going on, like at this point. But when I walked in and all the other VIPs walked in, that's when they were like, oh yeah, no, just sit wherever you want, you know?
Yeah, it was like calm for a moment. I got to my
Yeah.
seat and I was like, okay. And then I sat for a
Yeah.
little bit and then people started coming up and I could hear them asking, are these seats taken? Is anybody sitting
Yeah.
here? And I'm like, why are they doing that? Shouldn't they have an assigned seat?
Yeah.
And then I just see all of a sudden all of these people just run to the front. And I hear people saying, it's not assigned seats anymore. And then all the seats in front of me were just taken up. It was
And
ridiculous.
there weren't even shirts. There weren't even
That's
shirts
true.
on all the seats.
I think I was a lucky one.
Yeah, I luckily
Yeah.
got a shirt.
There was a shirt on my seat or whatever, so
Yeah, there were shirts. There were two shirts because me and my friend, like, we were like kind of in the middle-y, like where you were, Courtney.
Yeah, we were in the same
Oh.
row.
Yeah, like there were 2 shirts luckily on our seats, but like everywhere else they were just scattered. But I don't understand. Like for certain people they got assigned seats, but for everybody else, like that's not fair at all. Like they started assigning seats and then they just gave up because when I walked in, I guess I was one of the last groups of VIPs because Courtney, you're a VIP and you were already sitting down.
Yeah,
like,
because I stayed back in the outside cold line.
Yeah. Yeah, and they wouldn't let us back into that line, so we had to stand in a different line. Yeah, so when I was let in, I walked in, and and I was standing with my friend who just had the autograph pass. She didn't even have VIP, and we sat together. Like, we walked in, and they were like, oh, yeah, they were like, yeah, it's just a free-for-all. If you're sitting on the floor, just go find a seat. If you're in balcony, like, we'll take you upstairs. And I'm like, what?
Even for balcony, they didn't even check. They just asked.
They just asked what?
Yeah. Because, they wrote balcony or the B on the wristband for it.
Oh.
They didn't check for it. They just asked if you were balcony or not.
They weren't even checking wristbands. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, and the problem with them saying there's free seats, I saw about maybe 4 people get asked by the original seat person.
Oh god, yeah.
And then they started crying, and then I'm like, oh my gosh. It was chaotic.
I heard like a fight. Well, not a fight, but like a lot of arguments broke out.
Yeah.
I know. What happened to us being a family, armies? Come on.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Courtney, remember that girl we were talking to? Didn't she say she had her like assigned seat?
She had like an assigned seat in row B. And she got there and someone else was sitting there and she was like, excuse me, this is where I was assigned. And the girl was like, I'm not getting up. I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Really?
But she lucked out and found another seat in that row. And luckily no one came and asked her, like, that's my seat.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, people, like, if I had gone in and gone for any random seat, but if someone had come up to me and said, that's where I was supposed to be assigned, see, it says that on my wristband, I would have been like, okay, I'm sad, I want to sit here, but you actually were given this seat.
Yeah.
That person was really nice, because I would have been like, get up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I heard a lot of people who found out that their seat was already taken, they went to the staff to say, someone's sitting in my seat. But the staff said, oh, there's nothing we can do.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're helpful. Okay, so the seating was a mess. The high touch was rushed, and the signing, the photo. Let's talk about the photo.
Oh man.
How about
photo?
Yes, Emily.
Courtney, I'll let you take that one away if you want to talk about that.
Please tell us how the Houston photo went.
Oh, well, I only got autograph session, but but my friends got into that one. I know that. But still, it was the same 25 people per photo. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's basically a class photo. What is that?
No. Did you guys?
Was BTS in the back or the front for Houston?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. They were in the back behind this
Okay.
barrier thing. But yeah, that at least they weren't on their knees like they're San Fran.
So bad.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some of their faces in some of the photos. I'm like, well, they don't look happy. No.
Mm-hmm. In our picture, Namjoon looks so like
he looks so done in a lot of the photos.
Yeah.
And I heard from someone in San Francisco, TGM staff was trying to tell the people to move over, but they were basically yelling, so the people didn't really know what they were doing. So apparently Namjoon like stood up and asked people, hey guys, you need to move over so you can be in the photo. Like he had to help direct them because they were doing a horrible job.
Wow. Oh my god.
Yeah, so that one didn't go well either.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, Houston. I heard that posters ran out.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have one friend that got a blank piece of paper.
Nice.
But it was later explained by Nadia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
17 people, right?
Yeah, I think that's what she said.
I think so.
I was actually pretty early, like when I got to do the high touch, and then I went straight to line up again for the autograph session. was actually pretty early, so I got in fast. And I did get a poster, which, by the way, looks like it's blown up. Like, you can see the pixels on it.
Really?
Oh, ours is too. I think the Houston
Isn't yours
poster was
smaller?
smaller than the San Francisco.
I haven't seen a comparison yet, but the poster seems kind of small to me. Yeah.
Our San Francisco one is pretty big, but it is so pixelated.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, wait. I did see a video. Yeah, I saw someone with the poster wrapped up. It does look bigger than mine. Like,
Yeah.
mine's kind of small. I heard that they just, like, printed it because I don't know why. They didn't come and they had to print it
Yeah,
that
her
day.
excuse was dumb. And how she was like, oh, Big Hit's the one who said they had to sign paper. It's Big Hit's fault. They wouldn't have had to say that if they had had the correct number of posters in the first place. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
they shouldn't be pointing blame.
I just don't get how they mess up so bad with the posters. Like, that's such a simple thing to.
You should have
Do,
that
like-
way beforehand.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a number
Yeah.
of people already. Like, you sold two.
And t-shirts.
Yeah.
It's like, but it was so low quality, and it's like, really? Like, Walmart can do a better job than this. Like, just order them from Walmart.
So
like,
true.
oh my gosh.
I'm actually reading or scanning through her long essay of excuses.
Oh God.
The
Mhm.
5-page essay.
I don't. There's just it just sounds like she's saving herself.
Yeah.
Mm, basically.
Literally every excuse she gave to blame someone else, you could say, well, if you hadn't messed up in the first place, that wouldn't have happened.
Wasn't the only thing she took blame for was the SF seating thing?
I think so. I think that they explained it as they realized it was going to take too long to assign everyone, so they just kind of gave up so the show could start on time.
Yeah.
Mm.
But everything else she
Which-
said, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I feel.
I just love.
Is it weird that I feel kind of bad for her? No, is it?
I think that's weird. I don't feel bad for her at all.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Because I have a heart, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, frustrating.
Yeah. Well, good luck to her. I don't know.
I would feel bad for her if I hadn't before had like actual contact with her and realized she's kind of rude in person. So I don't really care for her.
I could, before even the whole tour, like, I could tell she was kind of like a snarky type of person. Like, her tweets, she'd be replying to people, and I'm like, you don't have to be so rude. We're fans. Like, we're just asking questions because we're worried.
We're giving you money. You gotta help us.
And we had good reason to be. Yeah. Yeah.
And she went to Paris
It's very
and all those
unprofessional.
bags.
Well, speaking of money, a lot of people are getting their refunds and all that, and apparently now, Nadia responded by saying that if you want a refund, you have to give back the poster.
Yeah.
Okay, I have heard so many different stories. I'm actually the admin for the San Francisco Facebook group, so everyone's been posting their super like stories about trying to get refunds, and I've heard one girl, she got refunded on everything, didn't have to give anything back because she didn't call PayPal. She called her bank directly and did it that way, and apparently that works a lot better. But then I've heard from people who called PayPal before Nadia said anything about having to send the poster back that the PayPal people were really understanding and were going to give them their money back. And then I've also heard people say, like, the PayPal representative said, you don't have to send back the poster. If anything, just like send back your wristband or your shirt. But I wouldn't know. I mean, mine got rejected, so I'm like, whatever.
Mine did too, for the
I didn't
$70 one.
See, for the $70 one, the only refund I asked for a partial refund of $20 because the people who paid $50 basically got the same experience as the people who paid $70. So I feel like everyone who paid $70 deserves $20 back, but that got rejected. So I'm like, whatever.
When did you guys like submit your claim thingy? Like, when?
Mine was on October 1st.
Mine, October 2nd.
Okay. So you guys did yours kind of like later, because
Yeah.
I submitted mine maybe like a week after highlight. I don't know, but mine hasn't been rejected, but It says they're still looking into it.
I feel like the people who did it a lot later are now all getting the same response of getting rejected or getting that they have to send the poster back.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of nervous because it's okay. So you know how before it escalates to a claim, it's just like an open case, and then the TGM has to like respond before a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they didn't respond by like October 2nd or something. So PayPal was like, okay, yeah, it's gonna escalate, and we'll look into this since they didn't respond. But like for both of mine, I asked for a refund for my shirt and for the VIP pass, and like they didn't like respond, but they sent tracking information. Like apparently, I don't know. Apparently, they sent tracking information for both things, and I'm like, first off, you didn't send a shirt to my house, and you didn't
nothing
send
was
VIP
ever
to my
shipped.
house. Yeah. Like, what exactly is that tracking information going to do? So it just says, on mine, it says PayPal's still looking into it and that I don't have to do anything. But I'm like, it's been like a week or two now. So
What's funny is when I opened my dispute, I didn't even have to wait for it to escalate to a claim.
Oh,
like,
really?
Right after I opened the dispute, it said that the email TGM would be unable to respond, so it was automatically escalated. And
Mine too.
People said it's because TGM's account was frozen.
Yes, it was.
Oh. Wow.
So annoying.
I think that's weird. I think that's weird, though, because, like, they sent tracking information.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Like, it seems like around the time that you guys just got escalated, like, the tracking information was sent. So I'm like, their account seemed to be working when they sent tracking information. I don't know. I kind of want my money back, though. No, I do. I want my money back.
I'm still confused because they closed one of mine, but the VIP pass is still open, just sitting there.
My autograph pass is still open too.
That's so weird.
Mine too. I think we all have to call in.
My friend says she'll call in for me because she actually got a refund. And my other friend, for her. My other friend got a refund for the $70.
Mm-hmm.
Because that one friend called in for her, and she's gonna do the same thing for me, but I need to contact her after this.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So then, do you think I should just call my bank then and ask them to deal with it? Like, I don't know.
It seems more effective.
You should ask the girl in the Facebook group who did it. I think her name was Tiffany.
Well,
she was the one who told me to call my bank.
Yeah, so if you guys need a refund, you guys should call.
Yeah.
Like, so basically just drop PayPal for now and just call your bank and then tell them what happened?
I would say that would be a better idea because
Okay.
Nadia's been stepping up and trying to get stuff back. And I told someone I wouldn't even be surprised if, like, the posters she did get sent back, she tried to sell somewhere.
Yeah.
Isn't the address you had to mail it to her resort her mom owns in Malaysia?
Yeah.
Like, do you know how much shipping would cost? And if we're tracking, like, basically part of your refund.
A lot of money.
Yes.
Like, she has an LA office. Why is she asking for it to go back to Malaysia?
She probably will sell it at the resort. If BTS were there.
She would.
Mm-hmm.
Emily, have I not said anything? Like, is there any other issues in Houston that we don't know?
Issues, let's see. Other than, I mean, they said it wasn't overcrowded, but there was so much pushing. But the lines are really long. They were okay, but a lot of people showed up. Like, do you know how it was started? They started letting people in late, so the photo op started around 5:30 something instead, and not 5. I don't know why. It's probably because a lot of people were coming out of school still, and they had to like come on over to Houston. Because my friend, she actually got here around 5. I actually did not go to school that day. My mom let me not go, so I could go to the venue early. Yeah. But my friend, she couldn't skip school, so she came later, and the lines are really long. And she had to go get her shirt. When I got my shirt and my, wristband and everything, I just went up to the table and got it right away and went in line. And I sat with the silver lining admins. But my friend, since she came in like really later, there was a long line to get your shirts, and they had to split it into 2 lines by your last name.
Right.
It was like really messy. But I was first in line for the autograph session line, so I was mostly fine. Is there anything else for the San Fran? Anything else happened?
I just, during the autograph, I got pushed by the staff at each member because
Oh my.
I knew it was going to go fast. So I was like, I got to try and say like hi to at least of them, at least all of them. But they kept pushing me. I like stumbled.
They actually touched you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would have backhanded them. Like, nope. I'm not done yet.
I was too focused on trying to figure out what to say to the next member.
Oh, I skipped. Who did I skip? I skipped Jin. It was V and Jin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I skipped Jin, and then when I was at J-Hope, my poster was still at Jimin. I'm like, and they're like telling me to go. I'm like, I don't even have a poster. Oh. Is there anything else bad? Because I want to go into the positive. Yeah.
I would say after the concert, when they sent us outside, the VIP back out into that courtyard, they did like a really weird way. They first were doing high touch, and we got through and did the high touch, and then they closed the doors for some reason while we were waiting to do our photo, and people were still waiting to get their high touch. And then what they started doing was they brought in like 10 people and did the high touch and then lined them up, and then brought in like 15 people who needed the photo op and lined them up and then did the photo, and then they were doing like high touch photo. It was really weird.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I think I heard they had closed the doors or something because everything had stopped for a second because BTS like took a break.
Yeah,
Like
I
a
think
random
so.
break in the middle of all of that. That was like, oh, it's really random. Like, take your break, don't worry, it's fine. But it's like, now? I don't know.
Because I don't know if they had a break between the general people and the VIP.
Yeah. Yeah, like you'd think they would have taken a break before, or had them have their break like before you start like a whole new round of people.
I mean, if anything, I think they should have let the VIP people stay seated in the venue.
Yeah.
And then have say, if you're general admission, walk out and do the high touch and then leave.
Yeah.
And then take people so that they can still be comfortable. Like, we were not treated like VIPs. We were standing outside in the cold. Kisa had to give me her sweater because I was freezing.
Yeah, it was freezing. It was freezing outside.
Yeah, they should have let VIP, like, reverse it. We should have been inside.
Yeah. Even if we had to wait to go, like, second, if we were, like, accommodated and comfortable, I wouldn't have cared as much.
Because I heard people in balcony went first or something. Like, they had BTS line up inside the concert area. As they're walking down the stairs, stairs to the balcony, they're getting their high touch. That's what, yeah, that's what happened. It's like, why did they escort VIP out if we weren't even gonna get it first? Like, what?
It was really dumb.
It's not VIP.
That was the worst VIP I ever got.
Me too.
Yeah. I think that's the only VIP I got.
Same.
Well, I wanted to ask you guys, was this your first time meeting BTS?
It was mine.
Like meeting or just the concert in general?
Concert, meeting, or seeing them. There you go.
Oh, I saw them at TRB in Dallas.
I saw them at TRB in Dallas, too.
Ooh. I saw them in LA. Yeah. But Kisa, it's your first time, right?
Yeah, I was supposed to go to TRB in LA, but something stupid happened, so yeah.
I'm so sorry this is your first time.
Oh.
Yeah, me too, but it's okay. I'll see them again.
Yeah, the third one, right?
God, you'll be there for, like, their comeback.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to Korea.
Yay.
So hopefully I see them in Korea or something.
Hopefully.
Don't forget us when you do.
I won't. It's not like my goal to meet them when I go there, but hey, like if they're having a concert or something, I'm gonna try to go.
Yeah.
All right, so since we talked about all the bad stuff, thanks TGM, we're going to talk about the positive. So the positive is meeting BTS and the concerts. So I had a pretty good seat. It was really, really close. So, I'm happy. I don't know. Guess number 1. Tell me your experience with the concert.
So I actually had a pretty good experience with BTS, considering how the bad TGM experience is. Through the high touch, I had like tiny little mini not the high touch, the autograph. I had tiny mini conversations with all of them. V was first, and I was like, "How are you?" And he like kind of looked around, thinking for the word, and then he like perked up and went, "Perfect," and it was so cute. And then when I got to Namjoon, I was like, "How are you?" And he was like, "Good." And he was like, "How are you?" And I'm like, "I'm good. I hope you're keeping warm." And he was like, "Thank you." And then when I got to Jimin, I was like, I was gonna say hi, how are you? But then I saw him and I was just like, Jimin, I just want to tell you, you're so adorable. And he like the cute eye smile, and I was like, and then they pushed me and I like stumbled away and I was like lost in Jimin, and I was like, oh, so cute. And so then the concert, I wasn't super close. I was in row K. It wasn't a bad seat. Honestly, I got in a bad mood because of the seating thing, but they performed really well and it was good to see them again. The high touch was my favorite part. Kisa knows this because I was like, I must do something memorable, and I wanted to give Yoongi's my favorite member, and he's like my ultimate bias. So I was like, I want to give him something, but I don't want to give him anything that's too big because, you know, they weren't accepting gifts and I didn't want to be rejected. So I gave him this ring that I got from my grandma, but it's not like a family heirloom. Someone asked me that. I was like, no, it wasn't like some like super expensive thing. But when I went to high five him, I had it in my hand and I saw our hands touched, and then I like pushed the ring into his hand and I like mumbled softly, "Please take this." And then TGM kind of like rushed me past all the other members. It was a blur because I had just like seen him up close. I don't remember high-fiving the rest of them. But as we were walking outside of the room, I looked back and there was no one in front of them because they were picking the next group of people to go in, and I could see him with his hand up with his like fingers holding something, like he was looking at it, and I was like, I think I just proposed and he accepted.
That's so cool.
And then during the photo, even though it was way too many people, I ended up right behind him, and when they got up after the photo was taken, Kisa actually patted him on the back because she wanted to say sorry because she felt bad. But when he turned around to see who patted him on the back, he thought it was me because we were standing next to each other. So he just kind of looked at me, and I just kind of looked at him like, oh my god. And then we got like pushed out the venue. But so I basically got married that day, so it was a pretty good day.
Wow, congratulations!
Congratulations!
Wow.
Thank you.
That's really cool. You had more interaction, so.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, guess number 2. Tell me everything positive.
Positive. Okay, so I got to meet a lot of fans. They're really nice. Okay, this is before the concert when I was still in line, and I was passing out the fan goods for my fan base, and then I met Divine Treasure. She's a fan site from. I think she went to all the stops or some of them at least, and we did a collaboration. So it was really nice, and she's so nice and pretty and everything. And then let's see. And also, I sat with the Silver Lining admins. They're a fan site for Jungkook. They're US based though, so. But yeah, they're really nice too. They thought I was a fan site from Korea though when they met me, because of the way I dressed apparently. And usually I look younger for my age, but then I guess because I tried eyeliner that day, and apparently I looked older because they thought I was a fan site Nuna. But yeah, if only I had the money to do that. That'd be cool. It was supposed to be photo op first, but then they switched it. So I was confused when they went in before the autograph line. But that was fine, I guess, because I saw their faces last. So, yay. So when I finally got inside, I was like in the middle of the venue, like right in the middle. And I had a pretty decent view of the stage, other than this one random person who was really tall. But, yeah. And they performed so well, and I was so happy. I was so hyped up, just like TRB in Dallas. And they were like basically perfect. Sorry. And so after that, so they actually told everyone who, you know, they only paid $50 for their shirts to actually get out. So my friend actually did leave and everything. They actually went out. So they didn't do the high touch. And then they basically told everyone who anyone like with the autograph session pass or the VIP whatever wristband other than general the people who didn't get the shirts. Wait. Sorry. So black wristbands are $50, okay?
Mhm.
So black wristbands all left. And then anyone else, yeah. So anyone else, they just said start lining up to go to high touch. High touch was next. So, and I actually got there pretty in early. They did check wristbands, but they weren't saying VIP go first and then something. Just it was like a jumble of people. But they just passed on. If you show them your wristband, if it wasn't, as long as it wasn't a black wristband, you were fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in, and I was nervous, and I tried to record it, but I didn't know which side they would be on. So it was like, oh, it's on the wrong side. I mean, I got audio, I guess, but I can barely hear myself. Let's see. I actually remember saying hi and hello a lot. Like, I touched their hands. I looked at all of their faces. It was like, but it was kind of rushed. I mean, they weren't pushing us or anything, but they just said, go, go, go. Like, pat, pat, pat. And I don't know why, but Jimin, like, was slightly more separated from the rest of them. He was at the end. So it was like slightly bit longer when I touched his hand. Like, you look so nice up close.
Wait,
And then,
who's your bias?
oh, Jungkook.
Oh, Jungkook.
We're the same age, actually.
Oh,
So,
nice.
like, yeah. And then I went out, and then we went back outside, and I lined up for the autograph session. And it took a while. And what was after that? Now, most of my favorite moments happened during the autograph session. Ah, that was glorious. Other than rushing me past Jin and V. Okay, so who's up for J-Hope? For J-Hope, I just said hi. He said hi back. And like that smile.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Kisa's back.
Hello, hi, sorry.
Yay.
Hello.
You like your Wi-Fi.
Oh, you just got
Okay.
you just came back in a good time because I'm doing the audio session now.
Okay.
So J-Hope was first. I said hi, and for me, this is my first time seeing them like up close, conversational wise, because I didn't get. I only got VIP at TRB, so I didn't get VIP plus. No matter how many times I refreshed the page. So this is my first time actually talking to them, and I said hi, and I was thinking in my head, what else do I say? Because he's like so gorgeous up close, and then I said, okay, bye bye. I said, oh bye, and then I went on to Sugar, and then I said, oh, and I promised my friend Darcy to tell him that she loved him. I said, my friend Darcy loves you. And then he said, what? He looked back up at me. I said, my friend Darcy loves you. I said, okay. Okay. And then I had to go on. And it was Jimin. I was like, the matinee line is, other than Jungkook, V and Jimin are like my bias wreckers in BTS. And he looks so cute in that red beanie. Oh. And his was really short, so I just said hi, and because he's looking, and I was trying to wait for him to look back up to say something, but then he just said bye. I'm like, oh, bye. And now Jungkook, bless Jungkook. Okay, so I didn't want to screw this up, so because I was gonna plan on telling him like we're the same age in Korean, so I said 저희 동갑이에요, and then because you know people like meet people who are older than him or younger than him, I just say yeah, we're the same age. And then when I told him that, he said, "Oh, you're a friend," in English. I was like, "Aww." I was like, "Yeah," and I said like all shaky and everything. I was like, "Oh," and he said, "Yeah, nice to meet you." I said, "You too," and then I had to go move on to Rat Monster, and I did like, I know you can see the video too. I have that. I was like, "Oh, it's really," I keep replaying that part, and then Namjoon, I didn't say anything at first. I did like 2 thumbs up with my thumbs, you know. I said, and I big grin at him, and he said, "Hi, thanks." And then the security guard behind me, he said, "Come on, ma'am." Like he didn't touch me or anything, but he said, "Come on, ma'am." Like onto. And then because I was at Jin, but I didn't get to say anything. He looked up at me, and that eye contact was like perfect, and I would like to say something, but then I was like cut off, and then B, and I didn't get to say. I got cut off when I tried to say hello to him. And they had a pile of signed posters that were already finished at the end of the table because they were pushing the posters down the table so fast. So like, he was signing my poster, but then they just gave me the ones that were finished. I think it was Tanya.
Oh.
And they say, "Here's your poster. Say bye bye." And I was looking at her, and then I looked back to V, and he was looking up at me, and I like waved and say bye, like really quiet, and he smiled.
Aw.
Wow.
And then I was talking to these two girls next to me in line. Like they were also like they were skipped Jin and V because of the staff. I was like so bad. I felt bad for them too. But then we tried to like be more positive because we got video. But they tried to get video too. I know the one girl did. And they saw mine and it was like, "Oh my gosh, it's like so perfect." Other than the skipping. But yeah, that's great. Now Jungkook knows I'm the same age as him.
He noticed you.
Yay! Like, oh, his face. Yay. Other than that, yeah. So autograph was like great, except for Jin and V. I didn't get to say anything. And V looked so sad. He was like so down the entire time, even during the performances. Like when they had, when they had their like talk break right after NO. They're mentioning stuff and V looked like so down, not like his usual happy self, and I felt so bad. And I like was planning to tell him something at the autograph session line, but no, that didn't happen because he rushed me. But other than that, I think I had a way better experience than a lot of the other fans, especially those who were in the front. Because I heard there was a lot of pushing, especially for them. They're like, I heard one girl fainted and they had to like take her out and help her. But other than that, yeah, I think mine was okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think yours was okay.
Yeah, mine was pretty okay.
Yeah.
Other than the rushing, but that's not as bad as other people.
Oh, bye. Goodbye.
Oh.
I will say, I was with her for a lot of it, so I could probably point out some good positives for her.
Yes.
I was right behind her for the autograph session. The autograph happened first, and it was her first time seeing them. She burst into tears. It was so cute.
Aw.
She was so excited. And during the concert, she got to sit with one of her friends who wasn't VIP, so she was pretty happy about that because we were all kind of bummed that even though we wanted to be together, seating was going to separate us. So I think it was in a way, the general admission had its better sides. I mean, it was great for people who weren't supposed to be close and got close, but especially for people who just wanted to be with their friends, I think that was probably the only good point about it. They should have just kept it general admission in the first place.
Mhm.
We had a good bonding time. It was actually, Kisa and I have been friends for probably about half a year. We were gonna go to the Red Bullet in LA together, but I ended up going in Dallas instead. So the highlight was actually the first time we met. And we got like really close while we were waiting outside in the cold. It was really nice.
Aw.
And she just texted me. She said, "Tell them I said I died and went to heaven when I saw J-Hope. He's actually an angel. And Yoongi's hands are beautiful."
Aw.
Aw.
That's so nice.
Thank you, Kisa. I know if you watched this, we got it. Is she texting anything else?
Not yet. I don't know. She's typing. I'll see what she says.
Oh, okay.
Oh, can I say something?
Yes.
So, you know how the orders are different for all the stops, really? Except, actually Houston was really different. And then, for all the other stops, was it autograph session first and then...
Autograph, concert, high touch, photo was us.
Houston was photo op, concert, high touch, autograph. And I'm kind of glad they had autograph last.
I would have preferred that.
Yeah, I kind of glad they did have it last. Because the last thing I saw was, their faces up close, and then I left. I was like, okay. High touch, for me, if if it wasn't like the proper order for the other stops, high touch would have been the last thing, and that would kind of been bad for me because I just said hi to them or hello because it was rushed, kind of. So I'm glad autograph was last because I got to say things to them a bit longer.
Yeah, autograph was probably where I think most people got the most conversation.
Even if it was rushed, at least.
Yeah.
Because it's not high touch, but you just touch them. Because you
just slide along.
You slide along, just touch their hands and stare at them. But during autograph, like you have just a little bit of time because they have to be writing their name.
Yeah.
Overall, it was okay, other than the TGM experience. But BTS, they were wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed. Overall, the experience was okay. BTS was awesome. TGM can go suck it. And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to continue this show because we still have Atlanta and Toronto. So that'll be part 2. And that would be next week. And yeah, so please tune in on the part 2. And I want to thank my guest, even though we lost one because of our bad connection. Thank you, Kisa, for joining, if you hear this. So guest number 1, please introduce yourself again, and yeah, go.
I'm Courtney. I was the admin for the San Francisco Facebook group. Thank you for having me. It was good to talk about it.
Thank you for
I don't
joining.
really know what to say.
Guest number 2.
My name's Emily, and I'm an admin for the Mackney Line fan base, the Main Cook International. And thank you for having me here on the radio. It's really interesting to talk about this with others.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining and, maybe giving others your point of view and how the event actually went instead of like rumors and stuff. So, yeah. Thank you guys. And at the end of my show, I always say fighting, but I feel like it's kind of awkward now because of TGM, but we'll just say it. So, together. 1, 2, 3. Fighting!
Fighting!
Fighting!